Drama in Edo Tribunal as Pdp'S witness humiliates APC's legal team, expose Inec'S lapses. Before we delve right into the details of today's news, if this is your first time here, you have not subscribed to this channel, please make sure you subscribe, like this video, also leave your opinions in the comments section below. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. Edo State Election Tribunal, which relocated to Abuja recently after adjourning in Benin, has been witnessing a legal showdown as expected. Three of Nigeria's top senior advocates, Kanu Agabi-san, Onyechi Ikpeazu-san, and Emmanuel Ukala-san, led a charge to dismantle the People's Democratic Party (PDP's) case. Instead, the proceedings took an unexpected turn as the PDP's star witness, PW12, turned the tables, humiliating the legal heavyweights and strengthening the case against them. Kanu Agabi, counsel for the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), began his cross-examination to cast doubts on PW12's testimony. He questioned whether PW12's statements relied on reports from agents and experts, but PW12 set the record straight, stressing that his testimony was based solely on his personal and direct examination of election documents. Agabi tried another angle, questioning how Asu Ighodalo could have won if most votes were unlawful. PW12's response was, after removing the invalid votes, those rendered unlawful by INEC's non-compliance, ASU scored a majority of lawful votes. Agabi had no comeback. Realizing he was losing ground, he cut his cross-examination short at just 24 minutes, well before his allotted 40 minutes, and handed over to Ikpeazu. Onyechi Ikpeazu, representing All Progressive Congress APC's candidate, Senator Monday Okpebholo, made an even bigger blunder by inadvertently proving the APC's case. His focus was on Form EC25B, which records the serial numbers of sensitive election materials. The law states that if these numbers aren't recorded, the polling unit's result is automatically invalid. Believing he had a winning argument, Ikpeazu presented Exhibit PJF, the INEC manual, and directed PW12 to page 15, which described Form EC25D. PW12 turned to page 20 of the same manual and pointed out that INEC's instructions required EC25B, not EC25D, for proper recording. Ikpeazu claimed that no EC25Bs had been filled at all. PW12 immediately countered, pointing to exhibits PJE 1 to 11, which showed that some presiding officers had recorded serial numbers, albeit incompletely, proving INEC's inconsistently. Ikpeazu had unintentionally strengthened the PDP's argument that INEC failed to comply with electoral guidelines. By the time Emmanuel Ukala, representing the APC, took over, the mood in the courtroom had shifted. Ukala began by claiming that 4,519 polling unit results had been uploaded to INEC's IREV. PW12 corrected him instantly. Only 4,466 had been uploaded. Ukala then tried another approach, presenting 16 polling unit agent copies and claiming that only 3 were stamped. PW12 acknowledged this but pointed out that 16 polling units represented less than 1% of the total, statistically insignificant in the grand scheme of the election. Ukala attacked PW12's credibility, arguing that since he was not physically present at polling units, he could not testify on what happened there. But PW12 resorted, in these tribunals sitting in Abuja, you identify that 13 out of 16 documents were not stamped, Did you need to be at the polling unit to make this determination? My testimony is based on my personal examination of election documents that show ASU won. Experts say what was expected to be a legal masterclass by three of Nigeria's finest lawyers turned into a legal disaster for APC. What are your thoughts? Let's have them in the comments section below. What do you all think of this? Before we go, let's take a look at just a few reactions we got online. The first comment comes from Jacob Ilesami. Says, so only PDP can comment on the proceedings in the court. Keep fooling yourselves with fake propaganda rubbish. Matthew Emmanuel says, the problem of the nation today, INEC and judiciary. When the judiciary and INEC comply to bring bad leaders into power, by all means, what do you think? Do you think it will work in a country where leaders are corrupt? Judiciary, INEC products of corruption. Destiny Tony says, is this journalism or what? You have become a judge in the case already, and people here are applauding you. Your job is to report how it happened and not to state which question or answer is right or wrong. You people have really messed up journalism. Okoye Chigozie says, APC can do anything illegal. Injustice to be in the seat. Very shameful to democracy. Let's take one last comment from Peter. It says, to make Nigeria good and work, all hands should be on deck to condemn and criminalize election rigging at all costs. The newly inaugurated President of America, Donald Trump's speech made it clear that our socio-economic problem stems from perpetuating of wrong leaders in offices through election riggings. He told Nigerians living in America to go home and better their own country. Is this not enough lessons and warning to us? Thank you very much for always listening and watching. This is where I'm going to draw the curtain for now. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.